Nick Lerma, L-E-R-M-A, Marine Safety Captain, City of San Diego Lifeguards.
What happened here tonight?
About 7:04, lifeguards and other agencies were notified of a vessel accident at El Capitan Lake. The incident, or the accident, involved two vessels. One is described as a Ranger bass fishing vessel, not quite sure the size. It seems like it's probably about 16 to 20 feet. They were traveling at a high rate of speed around one of the local fishing spots here at El Capitan and impacted a stationary vessel, a smaller vessel with two people on board. There were several eyewitnesses to this scene. One of the vessels came to the help and assistance of the people in the water, of which there were three. Two of the people from the small boat were taken on board to the vessel that was there to render aid. The other person was ejected from their vessel, and there may be a fourth person. That person is deceased at this point. The two people on board the smaller vessel have been taken to a trauma center, and their condition is unknown at this time.
So we know there's one person dead.
Yeah, there's one person dead at this time. There was a cursory search for the potentially the second person on board, the Ranger. So we may be looking for another person that has been submerged. We're still trying to evaluate that, checking with that vessel's owner and trying to essentially track through the registration the occupants of that vessel to determine if anybody can tell us or help us. No witnesses saw a fourth person. However, there's some information that leads us to believe there may be that fourth person. So at this point, we're preparing to commence diving operations with a multi-agency response in the morning. And in the meantime, we hope to get better information about if there's actually somebody that's been submerged.
So confirmed injuries, do you have how many right now?
Yeah, there are three people that are confirmed to have been involved in this incident. The first one from the Ranger is deceased, and the other two have been transported by paramedics to a trauma center, and their condition is unknown to me.
So the deceased person is one that was capsized, right? And they can't find.
Yeah, the exact details of the accident are somewhat unclear at this point, other than to say the Ranger, according to witnesses, was traveling at a high rate of speed, impacted a vessel that was either just stationary and drifting or that was anchored, and all the occupants were ejected from their vessels.
How many people were on the Ranger?
We believe there were two, but we have one person accounted for, and we're still checking with witnesses to determine whether or not that fourth person exists or that second person on board that vessel.
So just to get us straight, 'cause I know there's a lot of vessels and a lot of people. Two people on the station, the smaller one, ejected. Right. Two people on the Ranger, one you still haven't found that we're looking for, and the deceased person was from the stationary.
No, the deceased person was from the Ranger, okay. Right. And so there's two vessels involved. Each vessel was reported to have two people, so a total of four people on board. The Ranger hit the other vessel, the stationary vessel. All occupants were ejected. We're still trying to account for the fourth and to actually determine if there is a fourth person.
That might have been on the Ranger.
That might have been on the Ranger.
How fast are people allowed to go in that lake? Is that speed?
I don't believe there's a top speed limit other than to say that you're supposed to travel at a safe speed. And so there's going to be an investigation that's going to occur. San Diego PD Harbor Unit is going to be interviewing all the witnesses to get those information. What we've been told, though, the vessel was traveling at a high rate of speed.
Alcohol involved?
Unknown to me.
So,
I haven't been able to establish whether they're wearing life jackets or not. San Diego PD officers are trying to determine that at this time.
Do we know how old these people are?
We don't know how old they are.
This is now, we'd heard something that this is now a recovery, though. Are you guys expecting, or I mean, I guess you guys don't even know at this point.
Yeah, we don't know if that fourth person exists. We have reason to believe that that person does exist, and so if that's the case, then it will be a diving operation. It will not happen tonight because of the darkness and then just the danger of the topography of the lake. Through the night we'll determine and confirm if that's the case, and then we'll start diving operations in the morning.
So search has been suspended this evening?
Yes, the underwater search, yes.
The underwater search
Right.
has been suspended, and you guys will be back at what time tomorrow?
Well, we'll be back early. We haven't established a time yet, but we'll most likely be here around 8 o'clock, the latest. Probably be in the water by 8 or 9.
This is still just the middle of the summer this evening. tourists are on the boat fishing, boating. You know, what's this food or shelter they need to do when you're
Well, the cautionary tale here is that you really have to keep your head on a swivel when you're operating a vessel. They can be dangerous, and in this case, it appears that one vessel collided with another, and so it may have been an improper lookout situation or something else that San Diego PD will tell us later. But certainly life jackets, I don't know if they were worn, but this certainly underscores the need to have life jackets and have other safety equipment on board every vessel.
What do the waters look like? What are the